Hey guys, and welcome back to another movie review for the Halloweeny season. I'm thinking what I might do to get back on track, by the way. Side note, I might do two Halloween reviews today, two tomorrow, and two on Sunday, just to get caught back up since I fell behind a few days and I don't want to, miss a bunch of stuff I was gonna review and then have to put it off again till next year. It's like, no. Let me just catch back up now. So I'll do this one now and hopefully have another one up before midnight. I don't know. It'll be close anyway. And two on each of the weekend days and should be caught up. So, anyway, tonight's movie was Bad Ronald, which came at the suggestion of one of my commenters when I reviewed Trilogy of Terror, because Trilogy of Terror was one of four movies for ABC. There was that one, there was Bad Ronald, there was The Duel, and there was Night Stalker. So, went on a mission to find Bad Ronald first, for reasons. Because my longest term boyfriend was a Ronald, and my uncle had nicknamed him Bad Ronald. I didn't understand at that point in time that that was a movie. I just thought he was, making a funny. But anyway, so. So many things make sense now. But anyway, so this starts out. And there's this guy, Ronald, who's I don't know if he's supposed to be high school age or college age. Sorry, my allergies are crazy tonight. But he's somewhere in there. He seems to be a teenager anyway. Social outcast, lives with just his mom, who is divorced, which, I mean, no shade, no shame. But for that, people look at him a little weird for the times, I suppose. And he's strange anyway, since he's quiet and nerdy, and he likes to basically write his own stories and illustrate them and everything, which, again, no shame. Kind of like my hobbies here. But anyway, so he kind of lives in his own little world. His mom worries about him, but yeah, and he's trying to flirt with this one girl. I don't know if she lives next door, just is a girl he likes, but regardless, she is not having it. She and her friends are literally making fun of him mercilessly and everything, so he leaves. But as he leaves, he runs into presumably the little sister of this girl, who hits him with a bike, and he pretty much gets mad at her. She gets more mad at him. They get into an altercation, and long story short, he picked her up and kind of tossed her down, and the back of her head hit a cinder block on the way down, and she dies. Like, oh shit. Oh shit. That is totally not what he meant to do. Did not mean to kill that girl at all. But it's too late. She dead. And in his panic, he decides to just try and bury her and hope that nobody finds out. But it was a shallow grave, so of course somebody found out. The police found out. Within a day or two, the cops were at his door asking the mother what happened. Now, he owned up to the mom right off the bat what happened. And she freaks out. She's like, "We need to hide you, and we need to do something because you can't go to jail. You'll rot away forever. You don't know. You'll be in there with degenerates." Yeah, so she decides that she wants to protect him, and they get this genius idea. There's a downstairs bathroom. It's just the two of them there, so she could get by with just one. So live in the downstairs bathroom where the door is now. That new toolkit you got for your birthday. Stay up all night. Just fill in the wall there. Somehow make the wallpaper match. I don't know. Don't ask. I don't know. And make it to where nobody could tell there was ever anything there. Cool. So he does that. And then there's also a little trap door in the pantry that happens to lead into that bathroom. I don't know. It's weird and makes it so it latches from the bathroom side. So that's a whole thing. She stocks him with food in there, and basically they set up a system where 2 knocks for danger, 4 knocks for it's safe, you can open the door. So almost no time at all passes. The cops are at the door. They want to search around the house. He's already hiding. Fine, whatever. They find in his room the jacket he'd been wearing at the time of the crime, complete with the missing hole in it, and they found fabric that matched it at the scene of the crime. So, pretty damning stuff, and he left a letter claiming how he'd run away. No hint where to. It was a ruse. He left that note on purpose, so as to throw them off. So now it's just assumed he's a runaway, even though that is not at all what's going on here, but only the mom knows he's there. Except their nosy ass neighbor keeps poking her head around the windows constantly, all hours of the day, watching that house like a hawk, trying to see if he's there or anything. So it makes it very, very dangerous for him to even just exist. He literally has to stay in that secret hidden room. Because if he doesn't, and that chick finds him, it's game over. So they make do of this for a little while. It's not ideal. Again, sorry about my allergies. They're making me crazy. It's not ideal, but they get by for a while like this. And I mean, he's doing exercises in there, he's eating in there, he's doing art in there. Like, it's fine. He just has to be quiet and not make it known that he's in there. Fine. That works until the mom has to go into the hospital for a surgery. I think she has to have, like, her gallbladder removed or something. She's only going to be gone a week. Spoiler, she died, so, he's just trapped, living in the walls with no answers and no idea as to what the hell happened, how long it's been, how long she'll be gone. He's slowly going crazy in there until he overhears the realtors walking through the house talking about how, since she died so suddenly, they just want to sell it real quick. So that's how he has to find out his mom died. That really sucks. And he's freaking out at what the hell's he gonna do now, right? So he's walking around, he's drilling holes in different parts of the walls so he can spy on different areas through the holes in the walls, not thinking through the fact that, hey dummy, if you have a light on in there, they're gonna be able to see those holes, but whatever. Not supposed to think of that, not supposed to think of that. But yeah, so he's spying, he watches the new family that moves in, he gets really obsessed with one of the daughters and decides that should be the princess of his story. Yeah, he's going off the deep end real quick, and looking at his art every time it shows the inside of the room again, it's getting more and more deranged, with more and more deranged shit written on the walls too around it. It's like, it's very clear he is going crazy. So then he sees the chick with her boyfriend, and he is just enraged with jealousy, which just snaps him the rest of the way. So, with this new family that's moved in with their 3 daughters and all that he's obsessed with, he eventually gets brave enough to start sneaking out of his little secret room, trying to steal food just to survive, because without his mom there to, like, usher food in there, what else is he gonna do, right? And obviously this family doesn't know he's literally living in their walls. Like, I see where that meme comes from now. Apparently this movie, but anyway, yeah, he's doing that. He gets away with it for a while. Until the nosy ass neighbor, who is still watching this house like a hawk, even with the new people moved in, because she's just that much of a damn busybody and can't mind her own business, she eventually spots him. And it's bad. And she freaks out so bad when Ronald literally walks to the window, because he's not scared of her. He's got nothing to lose at this point. She literally passes out, falls backward down the porch steps, and is dead. Like, holy shit, this is 2 on his watch now that he didn't actually directly kill, but he is technically responsible for. So he literally hauls her body off into, like, the little crawl space beneath the house to outside. Yeah, except we later see him crawl into the house through there, so clearly that would imply he has just been chilling with the dead body in there for God knows how long by the end of the movie. Kind of disturbing. Also raises some questions of, wouldn't the family smell it? Like, it's not that far away from their living quarters. Would they not smell it? Anyway, so shit hits the fan when he gets really, really ballsy one of these times, and the youngest daughter spots him. The daughter who has been convinced this house was evil the whole time. So he decides he has to do something about her. He's trying to explain his whole story verse to her. It is not hitting. She is just like, you are absolutely insane, and I know who you actually are. Oh my god, you're gonna kill me. Yeah, he tries to chase her ass down, chases her into the dead neighbor's house, locks her ass in the basement, and splits, and goes back to then abduct the one girl's boyfriend, tie him up, gag him, and drag him into the secret room where he's presumably going to kill him. Like, holy shit, dude has, like, gone way off the deep end real damn quick. We don't know for sure how long he's been in there at that point, but clearly long enough. So, it's only because the older daughters have now started connecting the dots, and they hear stuff going on in the walls that they investigate, and one of them spots one of the holes in the wall from the freaking light spot. Yeah, they figure this all out, and they freak out. They freak out at seeing the boyfriend tied up and gagged. They freak out at this room. They freak out at seeing Ronald. They call the cops. Cops haul him off. He is, like, so clearly out of his mind insane by the time they do, and he's just crying for his mom, who, again, is dead. She can't save him. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, for a horror movie, I didn't find it scary. I found it creepy. I found it gripping. I found it to be like a psychological thriller and suspenseful, but not scary. Creepy though, yeah. Especially just like thinking about like what would it be like if you found out suddenly this house that you moved into, there's been a dude living in your fucking walls the whole time. Like, oh my god. That is an upsetting thought. And it totally does, like, the movie itself may not be that scary, but then you start hearing, like, little creaks and things in your house, and you keep thinking about it. It's like, okay, it's starting to fuck with me a little bit. Little bit. So, I mean, it does have an effect, just not directly so from the movie itself as you're watching it. At least watching it through today's lens. I found earlier in the movie, the acting was very stilted, very wooden, but as it goes on, it improves. I think a lot of the problem was the mom, who just couldn't really feel believable given the role. Ronald, though, like I said, he starts out that way, but he gets better, ironically, as he's getting more and more mentally ill. The other characters are fine, but they were the main two at the start, and the main two that had problematic acting. So take that as you will. But honestly, I really enjoyed this movie, though. Scary, no, but I mean, still enjoyed it. God, my eyes look insane for how red they are. I need to get some Visine, but anyway, I very much enjoyed it. I give it 4 stars out of 5. If it had actually scared me, I would have given it the 5. But honestly, I found it really interesting and very intriguing. There was a couple little jump scare moments, just like when somebody screamed, if like I didn't see it coming, and it was just like real shrill. It's like, oh, made me jump. It like that's the closest to scared that I got. That jump scare is not like same as scared, but anyway, that's just startled. But I did really like it. This is one of those movies where I'm like, I would totally even watch that again sometime. Like, that was pretty good. So anyway, those are my thoughts on it. If you've never seen it, it's pretty easy to track down. So I totally recommend you go check it out if you've never done so, because it's pretty good. And had I realized it was a movie sooner, I probably would have watched this a lot sooner. So anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below. Make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more. It's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.